Welcome in and welcome back. You're watching Kia's Luxe Life. I'm LaNisha Kia. On today, we're talking about a review for this beauty. If you're interested to know how it held up, it's been about 9 months so far. Stay tuned.
Straight up.
So, I purchased this beauty in March of 2022. So it is December, so I have had her for about 9 months or so. I did purchase her directly from boutique, and she did come with all the accessories. She did come in the box, as well as in the bag, as well as the beautiful box. So I ended up purchasing this piece after I had a run-in with my Louis Vuitton 6-key ring holder. So the Louis Vuitton 6-key ring holder in the Damier Ebene I have been using at that time for about 2 years or so, 1.5 years, 2 years or so. And I ended up having a little bit of difficulty and trouble with that product. If you're interested to know what happened, check out my video. I do have the best SLG'S at Louis Vuitton, or rather my best SLG'S at Louis Vuitton video. So check out that video. You'll find out all of what happened with that product and how I ended up getting this one. So here comes in the dust cover, and this is the bag itself here, the back. And the product I am talking all about is the Gucci Ophidia Key Case. So earlier this year, I did get a new vehicle, and the key fob for that vehicle is about that big. It's about that big. So I did have some difficulty with that fitting into the 6-key ring holder with just a few of the other keys that I had already had in there. So I was on the hunt, on the prowl for something that would be more conducive for that, and a few cards. So although this was not what I went into Gucci for, this is what I came out of Gucci with. So again, the Gucci Ophidia Key Case, this is in the OG Supreme, which is this beautiful red and green striping here. You will see the GG logo here on the front with that piece of leather right there in the backing, the original Gucci print and the original colorway. It does have a zipper. You will also see Gucci there on the zipper as well. Here on the sides you see GG. It does have piping all the way around, and then here on the back it's the same, but it is the full canvas piece. So it's full canvas piece. It has this leather stripe here, but it does not have the Supreme part on the back. Only the Supreme is on the front with the GG, and on the back just a leather piece, and then the full coated canvas. So that is that. Here again, Gucci on the tab. It does open up, and here it does have the key part. So the key case is actually what made me go for it, because I did need something for the keys. You'll see like a little D-ring of the hook here. So this is nice, and it does close if you see the corner here, because I know there are some that don't close with the key part or the pouch hanging out. So it does close with the key piece and the pouch hanging out, so you'll be able to put your cards in, and it gives you a little more room because this piece is not in there. So again, it is a linked type chain there, and it's hinged here on the sides, so it does swivel. You'll see here is all gold. You'll see the hinge here, so it does swivel, which is nice. And how you open it is you have the side here without the hinge. That'll, you just slightly pull it, and it does open. So it'll come down, add your keys on, boom, 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 keys go on, and you hear that click. So that's how you know it's secure and it's not moving. I've not had any problems with this piece. I'm kind of opening up accidentally on me. I have not had any problems with that. I know some people have with different brands, but you will see that click. So it does open up. You will see that space there. Trying to see if I could get closer. I'll switch it to the other side. So that little space there, if you can see that there, will open up, and then it kind of closes and it comes in a bit. So that is how it gets secured. And you can put quite a bit in it. So again, like I mentioned, I do have a very, very large key fob. So usually my key fob, I try to split it from certain things that come in the front or the back. It's all one open piece, but when I mean the front and the back, is because this little D-ring, in my opinion, kind of divides it. So I usually put 3 to 4 cards on the back and the key, with this piece with my car key in front, with this piece hanging out with my like house keys, couple other keys. Zip it closed, it's a non-issue. On the back, on the inside, either the inside in general has a like microfiber lining. It's all lined, so it's very, very nice. And that was actually one of the reasons I actually wanted to move forward with this piece instead of the Louis Vuitton Key Clay. So the Louis Vuitton Key Clay is not lined, if you're not familiar with that piece. And in the seam here in the bottom, see I'm mentioning that there's a lining or microfiber lining here. It's just a seam on the Louis Vuitton Key Clay, and you can actually see through it. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. And in my opinion, it does not look like a luxury piece, if I am being completely transparent. And it does not look like it's a product that I would pay it to date at $325 for. It's not. It's not a product that I would pay that for. And I know it's a very, very popular piece. I'm not saying anything about the piece. I'm just saying, in my view, compared to the several other SLGs that I have used that I do have in my collection, including this one, this is not a piece that I really had on my radar until I had the issue with my LV6 key ring holder. So I ended up picking up this one, and one of the reasons was because it is lined. On the back here, you will see the Gucci piece. Now this is sewn in on the top, but it does kind of come up at the bottom. Not come up like come out, but like it does kind of lift at the bottom. Now again, I only put cards in here, and then in my car key fob, so I've not had any issue with this pulling, and this is in the back. So I do put usually cards in the back and then the key fob in the front. So I have not had a problem with that, and I have quite enjoyed this piece. It's not a piece that I see people talking much about, and that's why I said, well, you know what, let me do a review on it, because I really, really do enjoy it. What I will say is, if you've seen a few of my videos, I am a fan of stuffing, an overstuffing, and it may become a bigger issue or problem, because how I mentioned I do keep the cards in the back. I want to see if we can zoom in. There is this section right here that is kind of rubbing, so it's not come apart, it's not broken the microfiber lining or broken through anything like that, but there, you see, you can see there how it's rubbing, and that's where the cards and like taking in and out the cards were kind of rubbing against, and it was really this extra material here. So it's not extra material, but it's not as tight on the other side. So here on the other side, it's smooth. It's kind of like tightly knit, or kind of tightly sewn together here. And then on this side, and I guess it's because this piece, and see how we kind of got like that extra material there, and I guess that's maybe part of the issue. But with that extra piece of material there, it ended up kind of rubbing the lining in this area. And that's really kind of what had me concerned. So I said, you know what? Let me give it a break. Let me give it a break, switch into another piece. And I'm back looking at it again, like I want to use it. I want to wear it. And I'm kind of like, So this is definitely one of those things that I will look at either getting a work order or something done with it. If it does end up breaking through, it's my understanding that Gucci does have a year warranty. So if something like that does happen, I will keep you guys posted over on my IG at Kia's Luxe Life. So don't forget to follow over there as well. Now on the front side, where I usually keep the key fob, is fine. The key fob is fine. I don't have any like sharp edges or anything like that on the key fob. So the front area is fine. I have considered putting the key fob on back and then putting the cards on the front of this type hook thing. But then again, I risk, having the same or similar issue on the front. I know that's life, right? So that would be my only con with this piece, but outside of that, and no, one more other con I guess would be with having keys in it. I usually keep the key piece out if I do have keys in it, because I usually have a few other things in here as well, the cards and the card key fob. So those items together with the few keys that I put on the ring don't usually fit in here together. But the interior microfiber is very light. So I do have, you'll see a couple, see there's a spot there and then kind of like a spot here. And I think that's just residue from the keys, where I did have keys on here and then the keys were on the ring in the pouch. So then going in, taking them off, the residue from the keys, and some of that residue can end up here. You see I got a few spots here in the pouch. So between the extra material that I had over here that I was talking about, this extra material here with some of it wearing on that side there, and the few spots there with it being a lighter interior would probably be my only gripe. If I wish they could change the interior, but I think if you were using this product for, I wouldn't use it for coin because of the residue situation, but if you were using it for coin or maybe other like lippies, small lippies, or what else would one put in here? It'd probably be that, coin, lippies, maybe like parking tickets or something, you know, just tickets in general, like movie tickets or something. You just want to throw it in here. I could see people doing that. I could also see that if it was a very dark interior lining, it could be also difficult to perhaps see things. So it's a catch-22. But I think the interior lining does look great with this particular print. They have since come out with a few other colorways. I know they have the denim. So the denim, so this same Ophidia Key Case does come in the denim, and then I believe they have it in leather as well. I do want to grab my receipt. So my receipt comes in this beautiful case. Or came in rather, this beautiful case. So in March of 2022, under category Women's SLG, item number is 8100582203, and the unit price at that time was $390, so $390, and with tax, I paid $414.43 for this beauty. Now, I do know there was a price increase, and I want to grab, I don't believe it was a big price increase on that item, but yes, there was an increase. So as of today that the video is being made here in the US, this Gucci Ophidia case in the same colorway, OG Supreme, goes for $395. So only a $5 increase. Again, it has been 9 months, but again, it's definitely a piece I would recommend. That is that beauty there that we just reviewed. And I want to show you the other colorway that I was talking about. So they call it beige and blue. So it's beige and blue Supreme. Also $395 as well. Let's see that beauty there. So again, it's the same piece, except the Supreme is in blue and red instead of the OG green and red. So again, overall, would recommend, love the piece. I'm excited to add perhaps another one to my collection soon, whether it be in the leather or in the beige and blue. Let me know, comment down below. Do you have this piece in your collection? Is it something you've been eyeing, or have you been eyeing another Gucci Ophidia piece, like the Gucci Ophidia bags or one of the other newer arrivals? Definitely let me know, comment down below, and what your plans are for this holiday season for 2022. That's all, folks, for today. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Follow me over on IG at Kiera's Luxe Life, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. On here, the hardware, you'll be able to see there on the hardware, it does also say Louis Vuitton. And then the zipper here. And on the inside, it does not have a pocket. It is this almost deep, deep blue. You can see, it may almost look black on camera, but it is actually, that's probably the closest to like true color that